Okay, let's crack on with part number 2. So we've added the second page here by clicking on the little plus icon, so we've got the new one here. We're going to go back into create sketch, click on the XY plane. We're going to create our rectangle from the origin out, and don't forget our size of our square rectangle here is 82.55 by 75.88. Not quite sure why it's random numbers like that, but that's what I got off the sketch, so we're just going to go with that. Okay, we're going to go with the fillet around all these corners, and we're going to go with a 14.97 fillet on all of those. So that's our radius out there. Okay, we're going to do an offset of that, so we're going to grab that and then bring that in and inside, and so it needs to be negative 3.07. Okay, so once we've got that going in, we've got to do a little shape inside of that. So I'm just going to move these dimensions a little bit closer so that when I zoom in and out, hopefully you can still sort of see them a little bit. There we go, how's that? Okay, so I'm just going to get my line tool, and we're just going to run around and put some lines in here. If we don't snap them to these dots, these are the center points of the arc, try not to snap them next to those. Oh, excuse me. So this might actually do them underneath, so make sure that your lines are perpendicular to each other, so 90 degrees, and effectively what we're wanting to do is just create a shape that looks like something like, and you might be able to grab this, if you mouse over that and bring it back, it'll give you the right height. That. So we've got a couple of spaces there and finish them off, and we have a closed loop. Okay, so we're looking at something like that, all these little tabs across the top. Now, each one of these little tabs up the top is 3 millimeters wide. So we're going to get our dimension tool or press D on the keyboard. And then what we're going to do is we're going to apply some dimensions in here. And we want these things to be 3 millimeters. And so we can go across and dimension those. We could be using an equals constraint to say that these sizes are equals. I'm just going to bundle them in there like that. So if we're doing equals, we could say use this line, so this line here is equal to that one there, like that. That one is equal to that one. And oops, just doing that a little bit. That one to that one. So that gives us all of those. The height that we've got going between these, we'll do that one next. So get our dimensions. So the height between there to there, we want that to be 53.15. 53.15. And it may do something like that. That's okay. What we're going to do is we can manually shift that in a second. So let's just go cancel out of our sketch tool, grab that up, and we might raise all of these a little bit like this. And we can grab that one up there like that. We could even grab this one, bring him up, bring this one right up again. We'll bring him up a bit further, because we're going to have to give ourselves a little bit of room down the bottom. So I'm going to bring that one up. So I'm just manually dragging these, but that's okay. Drag this one up. And then these ones we can actually shift down so they can go the other way. And so we haven't lost our shape. We could be using dimensions when we're going to tidy this up again in a second. So that's okay. We can do all that again in a second. Okay, now we want these lines across here to be collinear. So now that we've got all that sorted, we're just going to, we can drag some of these up a little bit further. Okay, so that should be good. We cancel out whatever in there. Okay, so collinear constraint is in here, which means we can make that collinear with that. That'll snap there, and that collinear with that. Oops, try that again. There we go, and that snaps those together. Okay, going back to the dimension tool, we're going to dimension these two across here. This is 65.91, 65.91, enter. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Now we can put these width of these ones here in, and the width of these is 28.41. So between that dot there to that point there is 28.41, 28.41, enter. Same on this one here. Oh, we've got a driven one there. Why is that driven? Oh, because that and that should be the same. Let's do this one down here. So this should be 28.41. And we get that one there like that. Okay, now distance between this edge to there should be 5.25. Okay, and then between the top ones is 8.3. So between there to there should be 8.30. Okay, lucky last, we're almost there. Is the height of these little tabs. So if we go up and zoom in a little bit, the height between this line to this line in there, they are 3.05. And we're going to do that across each of these. 3.05. And we'll just do this one here. But from that to that, 3.05. Okay, and then if we look at the bottom ones, we should be able to say that that line there is the same as that. Oops, that line there. Try that again. There we go. And we should be able to go if that line there is the same as that line there. And we should be able to go, that one there is the same as that one there. Try that again. There. So you can see we don't have any blue lines now. It is fully constrained. And I think we have completed it all. It looks pretty centered. It should be good. Should be good. Okay, so once you've done all that, go to File, Save, and call this Part 2. Part 2 in your project, and hit Save. See you in the next video.